Well, hello there, motherfuckers. And I was following a particularly interesting story on social media, and I decided to look it up here and make a video about it since I've gotten a little bit more informed on the topic. On the topic of these Snapchat premium accounts getting reported to the IRS. I was like, what is this all about? Is this an actual thing? And it turns out that it is. And it's all one man that's all responsible for this. A man by the name of David Wu shares a Facebook post where he links to a page that shows you how to report people to the IRS for not, it's right here actually. It's www.irs.gov. You can see the link here. Let's click it actually and check on Facebook. 17,000 shares off of this one post. And for people that are not aware, I've deleted Snapchat off my phone. I can't stand it. I think it's worthless. It's one of the worst forms of social media I've ever seen, where you just make quick photos and videos. And it used to be that like they only lasted 24 hours, these posts, but now you could make them last longer. You can save them. And I'm not exactly sure how it got so popular, but then again, it's like, how did anything else get so popular over time? It's just really dumb form of entertainment. Like, I have no problems using social media. I'm an avid Instagram user, but you know, this Snapchat thing has gotten out of hand, and over time, people have really used it like to make money. And there's a lot of these girls that will make these Snapchat premiums, and basically what it is it's like a paid porn. You know, these girls, they get in these videos, they interact with the guys, there's a whole chat. I had a friend who, you know, got involved in this whole shady business, and having a little bit of an internet connection. Every time I use OBS, my internet starts to act up, so bear with me because I have a little bit more to say. I just wanted to show you guys the exact link and post. But you chat with this girl, this one particular girl that he happened to like, that I didn't even find particularly attractive, but you know, he send this girl things to wear in the videos, and oh, finally, here we go. So because David Wu started this, he started reporting all these chicks to the IRS. Who reported my premium Snapchat to the IRS? I'm being effing audited. He gives the links right here. He says, let's fucking go, brothers. Rise, officers, rise. And he shows you, you know, where if you click these links right here, you know, you'll be able to report them. Why would you be able to report them? Well, because many of these girls here on Snapchat, and maybe there's some guys, but it's predominantly women, from my understanding. From what I've seen, you go on Instagram, you'll see those girls with links to their premium Snapchats, and you know, a lot of guys that are suckers, they will actually like click on this shit and they'll donate to these people. And you know, I'll tell you, this is not like donating to a church. I could pretty much tell you that it's not the same thing. So you know, they're not paying taxes on this. I have read that there's like some girls that like make $50,000 a year just off of their videos, off of their Snapchat premiums, and they're not paying a dime. And if you read through some of these articles, sadly, you know, you're not going to find this in the New York Post, but you can see there's a few other people that have taken up the cause that that Wu has started. And there's Roosh V, who's going after this girl. I've never really heard of her before. Controversial gamer Brittany Venti. They say Brittany Venti, who has received over $50,000 this year from online beta males. I love that term. has locked her account because she's scared of being reported to the IRS. I mean, can you imagine that? $50,000 for doing absolutely nothing but posting videos, stripping down for these guys, and it's like, the guys are the ones to blame here. Now, I'm not really for this reporting people to the IRS, but I'm not opposed to people doing it. I don't really find it fair that you have all these people, working hard for their money, and then you have these people on the internet just coming out of nowhere, posting all these videos and collecting all this dough, all these donations that they don't really deserve. But hey, the thing is, if you're stupid enough to give your money away, then I guess, you get what you deserve. And I guess, these girls don't deserve it, but I don't really know how to say that, really, and do it justice. It's basically like people just don't know how to use their money. If you're giving money away to these women that you don't even know for this particular purpose, it's like, even when my friend used to do it, I didn't have the heart to tell him. It brings about like loser tendencies. It's kind of, you look down on these people. It's like you could use that money, like you count some of this dough. Like, look at this $50,000 that Brittany Venti has gotten from all these people. I use that term lightly. I mean, you want to use the term beta males. I don't think the term has ever applied more than it has here. What do you say to these types of people? Just giving away your hard-earned money? That's money that could have went towards a home, a car, something, and you're giving it towards these people, and it's like a lot of this type of, entertainment can be found for free on the internet. I've never really understood this. Yes, it's because of the interaction, but when you have, like, I don't know how many people come in the group, but from what my coworker had told me years back, like, I was like, before I even downloaded Snapchat on my phone, I said, you like talk to the girl one-on-one? He's like, no, talk to other people. And I'm like, okay, that kind of defeats the purpose. And I'm just like, there's no exclusivity in it even. You can't even give that type of illusion. So what's the point? I never understood that. But, people will do it, Every time you say, this is stupid, this doesn't make sense, there's a market for it, no matter how small it is. And it seems to me like there's a pretty sizable market. If you can make $50,000, you look at some of these girls and followers that they have on Instagram. To have that many people want to follow you, I guess, there's a lot. Read the comments on some of these photos. I made a video about that about 2 years ago, talking about Instagram and talking about, how a lot of these females have no respect for themselves. They put it out there, and it's like, I don't see how any of them could really have a meaningful relationship with anybody. I don't see how they could get married and have children when there's all those pictures of them up on the internet for all these strangers to, it's just like, I don't know. I'm saying, like, this is society, really, and the future seems to be bleak, to say the least. So like I said, I'm not encouraging anybody to go out. Let's read some of Brittany Venti, because I don't know about her. It's, it's interesting to learn. I don't care about Brittany Venti, but it's entertaining to read this. So they say on Saturday, Venti took to her Twitter account to try and defend herself from accusations made by, that's Rush's last name, Volizde. I'll just call him, how do you say him again? Is it Rouger? Rush. Rouge V. So we'll just call him that, by Rouge V. Venti claimed she does not pay taxes on her donations. So, there's a problem right there, because, this is still like revenue. To call it a donation it's kind of stretching it. It's a payment. It's, you want to really say it's, it's, you don't want to go so far as to say it's prostitution, but it starts to get in that realm when you kind of start to break it down. He blatantly lies, saying I don't pay taxes on my donations, which I do. His lie. He encourages his followers to falsely report me to the government. He'll just get away with lying because hardly anyone will call it out. So she's like admitting defeat here, which is kind of sad. What else was said here? So Brittany, this was her actual official post here. Why they quote it up here is beyond me when they're gonna just like show you the actual thing. Yeah, so she locks her account and everything, and you get what you deserve. I mean, there's only so much that you could avoid the law, and you can continue to do questionable practices like this. I knew that something had to give when it came to this type of lifestyle. It's just like, man, I'm looking at this, and I see it everywhere on Instagram. You don't have to have Snapchat to see it, because the promotion for Snapchat Premium is all over the place. And I just have to ask, it's like, who would pay for this? It really is. I mean, like, if you're that desperate to talk to a girl that you need to, like, pay, it's like, do you not want exclusivity in talking to that female? Or, it's maybe just like, this is a girl that you find really good looking, and, you feel that, you've never seen anybody like this, that you wouldn't be able to get with anybody like this. And, that's kind of you just kind of living that lifestyle, that you want to, without like really, it's probably some type of fantasy without a doubt, as from what I've been told and from what I've observed. And, the thing is, it's just very confusing to me. It's like, I don't understand why some of these guys wouldn't at least, like, try their hand at online dating or some of this other junk. I mean, like, that I've have experience with. I mean, if you want to, meet some of these, by the way, the hashtag is hilarious that's coinciding with this type of effort, which is hashtag THOTaudit. And, like, I didn't know until a year ago what that stood for, but THOT stands for that hoe over there. So I know there's probably going to be some of my subscribers kind of questioning what that's all about. That's what it stands for. That's pretty hilarious. It really is. But yeah, that's like what's basically going on over here. All these girls, I mean, that term greatly describes it, but I'm saying it's like, if you want to get with these quote-unquote thoughts, then just fucking see your way towards a local dating site, and you'll find plenty. Or I'm sure some of these guys, I'd even heard on I forgot who this was, that I knew that there was two people that got together. Oh, I remember it was one of my coworkers, like a couple of years ago, said that like these two met, and they met on Instagram. Just like one guy happened to like comment on her picture, and she's taken by the comment, and sure enough, they actually ended up getting married. I remember I remember one of my female coworker friends was like scrolling through her Facebook when she had downtime at work, and I asked about a particular person. She showed me like and told me about this interesting story. Now it was the story, and I'm just like, wow, is that how people are gonna meet now? Like through Instagram? Like, because when you see an attractive girl in there, you'll see like on Instagram, there's like hundreds and hundreds of comments. The more followers they have, of course, the more comments they're gonna get. And you're like, is the girl even really reading these comments? You don't even see half of them being responded to. And it's a lot of thirsty guys, just hoping, maybe throwing their comment out there, a needle in the haystack. Perhaps the girl will be taken by the words. And, it's hilarious. Even if you just like completely just can't live in this society anymore, like where I'm almost at, click the comments on a picture of like an attractive girl, especially if it's like a suggestive pose or like outfit or anything like that, and you will read some of the most hilarious comments that you will ever see in your life. You don't know what you're missing out on. It gets tiresome after a while, but if you're like new to it, you're gonna find it to be pretty fucking funny. I'm just gonna say. So, with this type of stuff, this is beyond questionable behavior. It's just, it's sad when you see this, and it's sad like how this is a business practice that people actually go for. They feel like this is something worth their money, because otherwise they would not spend it. It's just saying like, you work, you go to work, you get your money. I hope that you go to a job, but the thing is like this, it's like, why should these girls be allowed to like get money this way when it's so, just disgusting, really, when you kind of think about it. It really is like they're basically selling their body to people for money. And it's like, you really have to ask the question, should it be considered some form of prostitution? Because in a way it is. It really is. It's like, here in New York, in Times Square, they used to be like peep shows and stuff like that. They cleaned that shit up, and you could basically find a 1980s Times Square on Snapchat and on some sections of Instagram. I find that to be completely a little bit disconcerting, and I find it to be really ironic, that there was so much work put into removing all that, undesirable shit. And like, I understand, we're men and everything, we're red-blooded, and I get it. And it's like, many people are trying to like pin this on the right, like the right wing. And I always find this funny when it comes to like trolling or anything like that, or they're saying because it's the IRS. Oh yeah, like if you're a conservative, if you're a right winger, if you're a Trump supporter, it's like, yo, yeah, listen, I'll tell you something. Most people that I know, friends of mine that are Trump supporters, that are conservatives, that are anywhere remotely right wing, why would we like the IRS? Like, honestly, like, what, we like being taxed. We love having our, income, taken over and sucked out. We love the fact that, our gross income isn't what we actually bring home. We love the fact that we're taxed. I mean, can't these people see like why this is being done? It's trolling. It's meant to be funny. It's meant to prove a point. It's meant to be ballsy. It's meant to be spicy. That's the whole point of it. And it's pretty funny all the same, I have to say. I mean, you can't really sit there and say that you're not like laughing and entertained by this. I mean, like, these girls are like, losing their minds because, oh my God, they might have to get a real job. Oh my goodness. But I just wanted to inform you of this, you guys. I found this to be really entertaining. I was, when I saw some of this stuff, it put a smile on my face. It really did. I love trolling stuff like this. It's entertaining. And I've been looking into more of this stuff lately, and I'm having a lot of fun, doing these types of videos and everything. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. So yeah, if you want to go support David Wu and report some thoughts, go right ahead. I'm not telling you to do that, but it's a free country. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. If you didn't, you could hit the thumbs down and tell me why. I don't know, maybe you like Snapchat Premium. Hey, let me know that in the comments. Does anybody have subscribe to anybody's Snapchat Premium? Are you paying any of these people to see their content? I'd be interested to know. I promise I won't make fun of you. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just curious. Like, tell me why. Like, why do you want to like see that type of content? Because I kind of really don't understand people's mentality when it comes to that. Anyway, guys, subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell so you get all the notifications when I post all my new videos. Check out some of the content that I have posted here, and thank you for watching, guys. Until next time.